If your child says, "Mama, I'm bored," don't rush to fix it immediately. Because boredom is actually where creativity begins. Today's children are rarely bored. The moment they say, "I am bored," we quickly rush in with screens, with some activities, some toys, some classes. We feel that it's our job to keep them entertained. But when children are constantly stimulated, their brain stops learning about how to internally stimulate. And that's where the real problem begins. Psychologists call boredom as creativity trigger. Because when the brain is not entertained, it enters something called as the default mode network. This is when the brain begins to imagine, connect ideas, solve problems, develop creativity. In simple words, boredom forces the brain to think. But what happens when children are never bored? Children who are constantly entertained often struggle with patience. They need constant stimulation. They find independent play quite difficult. They get frustrated quickly, and they depend on screens for their entertainment because their brain never learned to develop fun on its own. So, what can you do when your child says, "I am bored" the next time? Instead of immediately trying to solve the problem, you could say, "That's interesting. What do you think we can create?" Provide them open-ended materials like colors, papers, cardboard, or blocks, and then step back and watch what they make. Boredom is actually a development opportunity. Child who is complaining about boredom today, if directed in the right way, may invent some game or create a story. That's imagination growing. The reality is, children don't need constant entertainment. They need some space to think. Sometimes the best that parent can do is nothing. So next time when your child says, "I am bored," pause before you step in to entertain them.